Hey you guys, James Sweeney, and I hope you guys are doing well. And today we will be doing one of the big four, Alice in Chains, and their debut album. Before their debut, they were a glam metal band in the 80s, and then they switched up their sound. Mainly with their sound, and throughout the albums, up until the end, they kind of got acoustic with a little bit more personal introspective lyrics. I mean, they've always had that. So, with this first album, Facelift, it is a hybrid of heavy metal and grunge, which honestly to me, I feel it's not fair because their counterparts, like Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, that grunge aesthetic, it seemed they were lumped together. I feel they were more rooted in heavy metal. And case in point with this album, you had some driving songs like Man in the Box, It Ain't Like That, with that pulsing guitar, heavy drum. And yeah, it has the aesthetic of grunge, but to me, it felt more kind of leaning towards heavy metal. And you also had off the album Bleed the Freak, We Die Young, Sea of Sorrow. Those tracks were also standouts on this album. And for me personally, I felt this album was one of the iconics of the 90s. It was it was hard to figure out which album to do in their discography because I mean every album they do is pretty top notch. You cannot mistake that voice of Lynn Stanley, and I think this is an exceptional album. This is one of the bigs of the '90s. I mean, they've have others too that are big too. And with that, overall, I'm feeling a low 9 on this album. It's a masterpiece without being perfect. If that makes sense. The next one that I'm going to do out of the big four is Pearl Jam, and that was another one that I was undecided with whether I wanted to cover 10 or Verses, both equally great albums. So, with that, Pearl Jam is next. Please like this video. Please give the Scooper a subscribe and ring the bell as well. And I will see you guys soon.